Hi! Welcome back! So my cat did indeed poop in the corner. And while she pooped in the corner, she turned off my power strip, which turned almost everything off. Luckily, not the PS4. No, I'm not muted. Am I still muted? Okay. So, I learned the mystery of the cat poop in the corner. It's because my other cat will chase her out of the litter box. So she'll poop in the corner where she runs to hide. Mystery solved. Ugh. Now you're an IRL sleuth. Yeah. Thank you for the head pats, only flower pot. Why? Why do you have to know who I really am? No response. Let's find Pete. Okay. The second set of keycaps came in, and I think I prefer them over the first ones. Oh, nice! What color are they? Off-white, purple, and lavender. Ooh. I like those colors. Nakano Broadway Construction, Part 1. Construction plans for Nakano Broadway, hereby abbreviated as NB, were announced in 1959, ultimately taking 7 years to complete. The reason for the lengthy duration was due to major issues that routinely manifested throughout the process. During land leveling, underground water leaked, resulting in an immediate halt to any and all work within the area. A large lake formed and the site was left alone for a long time. Mysteriously, large fish appeared in mass, attracting fishermen. Records also indicate people bathed there in large numbers and that a child at one point drowned in the lake. Today, something terrible happened. A strange Digimon appeared in the middle of my bed. It was so cold in there. Even when I tried calling out for help, nobody came for me. But these two detectives eventually showed up. Kyoko and Kiseki. Kiseki asked me who I was, and I said I didn't know. So Kyoko gave me a name. She decided to call me Pete because I'm some sort of time capsule. Yep, Pete, that's my name. It made me so happy to have one. Names really are special things to have. Big Bunny! I posted a pic on Discord. Okay! I will look at it. Oh, that is nice. Okay, so let's check on training. Oh, hey Nemo! Welcome! Thank you for the 16 months! After a few hours of tinkering, I think I finally got the sound to be exactly where I want it. Oh, that's great! Disa had a focus look, so I didn't want to stir. It's fine. This game does not require the most focus most of the time. Okay, command, train. Change to Metal Greymon. Train. Command, train. Okay. And with that, doing that, we can head back and figure out what's going on with Pete. Hey, it's Angelmon and Angemon. Wait. I didn't read the thing. Nakano Broadway Construction, Part 2. No blueprints exist for Nakano Broadway. 1961 saw the Japanese government commence its income doubling plan in order to re-energize the post-war economy. In tandem with unemployment policies, public work projects flooded the country, with major construction companies allotted huge budgets. Around 1962, one such project, the main route for the Shuto Expressway, was completed ahead of schedule. It was at this point that the attention turned back towards NB. Idle laborers and resources were funneled into the area from central Tokyo, at which point work on the building commenced in earnest. It's likely that there wasn't time to even think of preparing proper blueprints for NB at this stage. Yoshito really likes this girl named Fuyumi Yuki. He always sits me on his lap and tells me all about her. Everything is perfect about her, he says. Her singing, her dancing, her looks, everything. He says she's 1 in a million among idols. I can't do any of those things. I can't sing, and I can't dance. But what I can do is curl up and fall asleep on Yoshito's lap. I love doing that. I also just love hearing Yoshito talk to me so happily. I'm afraid to talk right now because I'm feeling very self-conscious. What is this? I don't know, I'm just afraid of looking dumb. Like, when you have really smart friends, it's just really difficult to, like, talk and not feel like you're stupid. Nakano Broadway Construction, Part 3. With no blueprints to draw upon, concrete was poured and rebar was erected, tailored to the land around the site. When construction was concluded 4 years later, the final building had 3 underground floors as well as 10 floors above ground. East Asia's greatest commercial building was therefore constructed on little more than sheer willpower. However, this came at a cost to some aspects of NB's integrity. The escalator for existence only connects to the first 3 floors. Most of the underground floors also gone unused under the ensuing years. Such quirks are a direct result of the circumstances surrounding the building's inception. Yoshito told me that he and his son have been to the World's Fair once. He said that the line to see the moon rocks was really long, so long that it made them tired. but he said his son still had a good time. People also call Yoshito Cheap Mitsushima. His full name is Yoshito Mitsushima. Yoshito is a big important man in the computer room, so he doesn't get to go out with his son as much. He's glad they got to see the World's Fair. I wish I could have seen the World's Fair with Yoshito, too, but he and I are always together in the computer room. So that's okay, I'm content. There's someone practicing guitar outside my room. I would never think that of you. Thank you for the head pats only flower pot. It's mostly, I feel like part of it is because I am autistic and I don't want to accidentally just talk about something that is like just my special interest and that no one would be interested in. Like, I'm a person who really only says what I need to, and then I move on. Like, doing a lot of talking isn't really my style. But then again, listening to someone talk passionately about something they enjoy is always fun. I'm also autistic, and I really like hearing people talk about things that they're passionate about. I go on rants all the time. Okay, so one thing that I am passionate about is how I want to organize the Black community. Like, I'm not sure I know everything when it comes to organizing. I know I don't know. I know I don't know everything. I know I don't know a lot. But I really do want to, like, one day get into my community and organize it to be more self-sufficient. Like, because 100% I believe that reparations, like, we can't really receive reparations at this moment. Any reparations given to us by the state would be a ploy to, like, further sink us into servitude towards the state. Like, I sincerely believe that. Any reparations right now would just serve to make us more dependent on the state. And that's toxic for us. We need to be working towards the end of the United States. Like, point blank period. That's just where we need to be. And, like, in order to get to that state where we don't need to, like, rely on the state, like, things like Medicaid and Snap and stuff like that, and Wick, we need to organize our communities. Like, community centers, instead of just being a place where you play, like, where you go and play basketball or just sort of hang out sometimes, they need to be places where you go to actually hold community. Like, community meetings, and, like, have resources. Like, maybe every Saturday hand out food. Like, that's what community centers should be for. Nakano Broadway Construction Part 4. In most cases, large commercial buildings are run by their owners who control everything from PR to tenants and internal bylaws. BW was no exception to that rule. From the very start, shop and residential spaces alike were sold piecemeal. People who bought their real estate inside the building were then free to utilize it however they pleased. Because of this, soon after NB opened, shop owners and residents started remodeling work on their respective stores and apartments. In the end, this meant that the formal blueprints for NB weren't drafted until 8 years later. 8 years after the building was originally completed. Even in those early days, the building's layout had already become too unwieldy for anyone to grasp at that stage. My other friends have similar views on community and are trying to go towards that direction. It's the only direction to go. I also feel like we need to bring back, like, cop watch. Like how the Panthers would patrol their neighborhoods, and if a cop was hassling someone, they would watch from a distance. Like, we need to bring that back. Yoshito always has me sitting on his lap, petting my head all nice and gently. I love Yoshito. Yoshito always calls me Miko. Miko is a girl's name, but Yoshito gave it to me, so I love it. Okay, so in addition to, like, setting up community centers and having cop watch, I believe that I'm starting to get on a similar level where I believe that I'm starting to agree with black separatists. I don't think I believe like that we can do that, but I do believe that we should separate. The basement of Broadway once housed a vacuum tube computer within its walls. It had been brought into the building after the end of World War II by war criminals who evaded arrest, shielded from the prying eyes of MacArthur's GHQ. The vacuum tube computer's purpose in those days remains a mystery. It's possible it could have been utilized for things such as mathematical computations or code breaking, but such speculation is unconfirmed. As time went on, there was eventually nobody left to carry on the originally purpose set forth by the terminal. At that point, the computer was apparently buried inside a wall somewhere. It's dark in here. All dark. I can't see a thing. I'm okay being in the dark. I'm not scared of it or anything, but it's never been this dark before. Yoshito's not here. I don't even smell him. I can't go back outside. Yoshito, where are you? Yoshito. Yoshito. Please, sit me on your lap and pet my head again. Yoshito. Yoshito. Now you know. Now you know who I really am. I'm... So it's begun, though I have to say it's a bit more than what I bargained for. If this keeps up, the building's going to collapse for sure. Who am I? Somebody, anybody, tell me. I am going to save. Please, who am I? Pete. Pete? No, that's not right. That's not right. My cat just accidentally stabbed me in the stomach. Oof! Oh, I hate that for you. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's right. My name is Miko. Yoshito is my friend. Pete is your friend. Yoshito's calling out for me. He's been looking for me this whole time. He found me. Yoshito. Whew. Looks like the tremors have stopped. Just in the nick of time, too. That's my assistant for you. You've done well. Now I don't have to worry about any broken coffee cups. Miko, it's really you. Yoshito, I'm so sorry. You've been waiting for me for so long. I'm the one who should be apologizing here, Miko. I'm the one who left you alone this whole time. I'm so sorry, my friend. No, it's okay, really. You don't have to be sorry. I know you've been waiting for me since the day you had to go. Oh, Miko. Thank you. If it wasn't for you, I'd never live to see Miko with my own eyes again. I should probably explain. You see, back when the vacuum tube computer room was still around, I lived here in the building away from my family. The computer room was where I used to work. The only family I ever had with me that whole time was Miko here. I talked with Miko about everything there. My memories of family, Fuyumi, Yuki, anything to help keep my loneliness at bay in here. He would join me in the computer room, and we spent many, many hours together over the years. Eventually they closed down the room and sealed the whole thing off with a thick wall like this was never here to begin with. It was around that time I lost Miko, too. I couldn't find him wherever I looked. I had a bad feeling about where I might have ended up, and I came back here who knows how many times to rescue him. But in the end, I couldn't do anything for him. I gave up, and over time, nearly forgot about him. Before I knew it, it had been decades since we'd last been together. I can't thank you enough for making this happen. We couldn't have been reunited without you, kid. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now we can go back to living together again. Thank you. I'll never ever forget this day. I see. Nice work. I can only imagine how hard it was, but you really did a good job. So our Pete was actually a cat named Miko, sealed deep inside a wall along with that old vacuum tube computer from American occupation days. And somehow using the building's intranet, or rather, the power of its ley line, he merged with the computer and became a Digimon. That old cat's had a hell of a life, wouldn't you agree, Kiseki? We can't say for sure what the actual simulation process entailed, but at this point, we know better than to doubt it happened. It's amazing just how much and yet how little the digital and real worlds are siphoned off from one another. I imagine the reason Pete showed up again after all those years is because of the digital wave abnormalities we've seen. But you know, there's still one thing about the whole story that bugs me a little. You mentioned that towards the end, old man Mizushima said, now we can go back to living together again, right? What do you think he meant by that? Not only that, but in the case you've solved earlier, where he was the one behind the urban legends, how did he keep breaking into the building? Let's assume for the sake of argument that he somehow had access to the entrance that let him come and go at the timing he did. If he'd physically been getting into the building so much that way that he's been being reported, you think something would have gone differently. Got any theories you'd like to propose? Yoshito Mizushima. If we looked into his backstory, we might be able to find our answers pretty easily. What do you think? Should we dig a little more? Please leave us be. Don't go looking for us. Ah, that's understandable. Then it's probably best we do indeed let sleeping dogs lie. Alternatively, we could let the Occult Club kids know about this. I bet they'd have real field day going after it. I mean, they came face to face with a real... You know what? Nah, let's keep it to ourselves. Wait! She's saying he's dead?! Kyoko, are you saying that's a ghost?! Not all mysteries in this world need to be solved. Nakano Broadway brings many things together. The spirit world and the world of the living, the normal and the surreal, and now the physical and the digital. Truly, nothing is impossible in this crazy hole in the wall we call home. Is the old man a ghost? Well, looks like it's just you and me again here. The couches look so empty without Pete around. We better get more clients to keep them warm. Do we have any more cases? No? Okay, then what's up, Kyoko? It's not going to affect... Okay, so... More cases? Hey. What? Orada? Sorry, but I'm in a hurry. I have a message for you. Come to Odaiba. Suedo said that the weakened Xmon will be heading back there. It's your chance to defeat Xmon. Help Suedo. Listen up, though. Come alone. Don't tell Kyoko or anyone else. Just you. See you later. I don't trust this. I don't want to fight. I do not feel like fighting.
来たか。待ってたぜ。さっさとあのデカブツを片付けるぞ。オタクのお仲間にゾロゾロ来られるとよっこいだからな。ああ、そういやスウェードから聞いてるぜ。オタクがエグザモンを弱らせたんだろ。やるじゃねえか、電脳探偵。ああ、こいつか。こいつが気になるのか。結構便利なんだぜこいつ。なんだって食えるしさ。イーターだってデジモンだって、ひょっとしたら人間だって。俺さ、とにかく食って食って食いまくりたいんだ。腹が減って腹が減って仕方ねえからさ。食えば食っただけ力が手に入る。でもって心は何も感じなくなっている。不思議なことにこれが意外と悪くないんだ。意外とさ。引くか？引いてんのか？まあそりゃそうだよな。あ？強くなってどうするって？まあそんな大それたことをやろうってんじゃねえよ。俺ずっとやり残してたことがあったんだ。それやっと思い出したんだ。だからそいつに蹴りをつける。そのために力が必要なんだ。もっと もっとだって俺思い出しちまったからさ、もう逃げらんねえ。逃げ道はどこにもねえんだよ。だから前に進むぜ。何があっても俺はもう逃げたりしねえってんなことはいいじゃねえか。どうでも。そうさ、いいんだよ。今やるべきなのはこのデカブツの始末だ。さあ追っ始めようぜ。
Like, I really don't see anything ending well for Arata. He's going to try to eat Examon, isn't he? Like, Arata just is giving me so much, like, anxiety. This is rough. So that's extra damage. Miss? How could you? We're down to just a few hits. One more hit. One more hit. No!
こいつはさすがにでかすぎだわ。いくらなんでも食い切れねえや。なんだ、言いたいことでもあんのか？ま、言わなくても大体わかるけどな。つーか、自分でもわかってるんだ。あいつに利用されてるかもしれねえってよ。ぶっちゃけいろいろ考えるのに疲れちまったんだわ。めんどくせえことは利口なやつが考えればいい。結局俺はまだまだガキなのさ。8年前から何一つ成長してねえ。変わってねえ。ガキのまんまなんだよ。だったらガキはガキなりにさ、利口な大人の言いなりになって賢く生きて、そうすりゃ欲しいもんが手に入るんだ。ギブアンドテイクってやつさ。ま、そういうこった。がっかりしただろ。今までこんなのとつるんでたんだからよ。けど見ててくれ。俺は変わる。俺はもう俺をやめるわ。
ご苦労だった。しかし弱体化したとはいえ、あの狂える竜を撃破してしまうとは。 やはり私が見込んだだけのことはあるな。さすが私だ。さて、活動を停止したエグザモンだが、現在はマグナモンたちが監視している。再び動き出す心配はないだろうとのことだが、万一のためだそうだ。これは君とデジモンたちの絆が成し遂げたこと。ロイヤルナイツの戦闘能力はおろか、信念や猛襲をもしのぎ、くじくところまで成長した。誇らしく思いたまえ。どうした？真田新が気になるか。なるほど。君ならば喚起されてしかるべき心理作用だ。彼もまたロイヤルナイツに被験するほどの戦闘能力を持った。情動ではありえない急速になる。その力はいずれ、いやすでに我々の新たな脅威と言えるかもしれない。が彼のことは君に一任する。君らしく半身の体当たりで解決したまえ。きっとそれが最善の道に違いないからね。
こんにちは。実はリエさんの、いえ、ロードナイトモンの居場所が分かりました。上城のエンジニアたちに協力してもらって、東京全域のデジタルウェーブ状態を解析した結果、秋葉原で起きているデジタルシフト現象にデジタルウェーブを操作した痕跡が検知されました。その痕跡をたどった先にロードナイトモンを示す反応があったんです。だから秋葉原に来てください。お願いします。待ってますから。
事件もいよいよ佳境に入ったか。敵対するロイヤルナイツはドゥフトモンおよびロードナイトモンを残すのみ。その一方の居場所が特定できたのは大きな前進だ。至急秋葉原へ向かってくれたまえ。
Chapter 17 Recollection. Okie dokie. And this will be it for the evening. Wrong button. Okay, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed yourself and have not already, please follow. Subscribe if you have the muns. Okay, so I haven't really been advertising this much, but I have a Discord. Thank you, Lonely Firepot. I have a Discord. And I would love it if you would join my community. We have movie night every month. I'm not very consistent about when, but I have been consistently doing movie night, so that's nice. I haven't decided this month's movie, and I know it's late to decide that. But I will come up with one. Now, let's find someone to raid. Let's raid Choco Jacks. Wait. Yeah, let's raid Choco Jacks. Choco Jacks is playing Doki Doki Literature Club. As always, I want you to be nice, be kind, be courteous. I love you. Bye-bye.